The morning light barely reached the back of the cave. Cold stone pressed against her spine as she sat perfectly still, listening. A low groan echoed faintly in the trees. One of them, maybe more. She stayed motionless a little longer, her breath shallow, her knife gripped tight. Her name didn't matter anymore. Names belonged to the old world where people smiled without suspicion, where walking outside wasn't a death sentence. Now, she was just another shadow, surviving by vanishing. She waited until the groaning drifted away, then rose, her movements measured and silent. The cave was small, half collapsed, tucked beneath an overhang in the hills. Easy to miss. That's why she was still alive. A battered backpack hung from a hook shed carved into the stone. Inside a can of beans, half a box of stale crackers, one water bottle, and a rusted multi-tool she used for everything from digging to cutting her hair. Supplies were low. Too low. She couldn't put it off another day. Outside, the air was crisp. Birds didn't sing anymore, not around here. Just the wind, and that low, constant hum of tension that never left. She crouched low, eyes scanning every shadow as she slipped through the underbrush. Every step was a risk. She knew the pattern zombies moved in clumsy loops, driven by noise and scent. People were harder to predict. She found a few mushrooms, 2 wild carrots. Nothing good. Nothing worth smiling over. Her stomach tightened. It always did this time of day, expecting food she didn't have. At the edge of the ruined highway, she spotted a figure moving. Not dead. Too smooth. She dropped flat and didn't move, barely breathing. He was alone. Rifle slung on his back, gear strapped tight. She watched from the brush, heart hammering. His eyes scanned the trees like a hunter, methodical. She didn't trust that. No one who survived this long was clean. She stayed low until he passed, then slipped the other way, deeper into the woods. Later, by the river, she knelt and filtered water through a scarf, watching the ripples. Her reflection looked older than she remembered. Hollow eyes, cracked lips, too thin. She hated that mirror, hated what she saw, but she wasn't dead. Not yet. As the sun sank, she circled back, avoided the game trail, circled twice to make sure no one was following, then disappeared into the cave, sealed the entrance with branches, and settled into the dark. Another day survived. No one saw her. No one touched her. That was the win. Tomorrow she'd do it again,